Wow. What an intro. Today I'm going to show you how to make little like wristlet, lanyard, keychains. They're really cute, they're super easy, so quick. A really great way to use up like scrap yarn. I have a ton of like little tiny cakes. Like what am I going to make with this? Lanyards, that's what I'm gonna make. You can make them for your wrist, you can make extra long ones for your neck. It doesn't actually look all twisted up like that. It's just, I'm just realizing I did this wrong. That's life, baby. I made a purple one as well. You can see like the texture better on this one. These are pretty diverse. You can use these, I mean obviously I'm making little lanyard, keychain holder things. You can use them for straps on bags, straps for your camera, straps for a top. I don't know, do whatever you want. You can make little hair bands with them. You can get real creative with this. It's so simple, super easy to do. Let's get into it. I don't know. What else is there to say? You're gonna need a weight for yarn of your choice. I used a 5mm hook. You're gonna need scissors, a darning needle. I got these little D-ring like keychain lobster claw kind of things. They're really cheap. I got these off of Amazon. I will link them down below. They're like $12 for this bag. That's what you'll need. Let's go. So we're gonna start with a 5mm hook and a weight 4 yarn. Make a slip knot and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So into that first chain we're going to double crochet 3 together. So I yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through those first 2 loops. I do that 2 more times. Yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that 1 more time. Yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And then I yarn over and pull through all the loops on my hook. Now I'm going to chain 2. And in that same chain that I just worked into, I'm going to double crochet 4 together. So yarn over, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 more times. So now I have 2 of these little double crochet clusters in that first chain. I'm going to turn my work and slip stitch into that chain 2 space. And now I'm going to repeat that last row where I'm going to chain 3 and then double crochet 3 together, and then chain 2 and double crochet 4 together, all in this chain 2 space. So I'll show that to you again. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet 3 together, 1, 2, 3 together. I'm going to chain 2 and double crochet 4 together. 1, 2, 3, 4 together. And we just repeat that over and over again. Turn, slip stitch into that chain 2 space, and we keep doing our little clusters until it is the length that we want. I will meet you back once I have reached an appropriate length. To attach our keychain holder to the keychain, we are just going to use a darning needle and sew it on. This is what our little keychain holder looks like. It's very cute. I like to leave a tail that is probably about 6 inches long so that I can sew it to the keychain easily without having to like attach a new piece of yarn. So I have thread my needle, and now I am going to attach the two sides, making sure that it's not twisted, and I'm gonna basically tie them together at the end. I'm going through those two beginning, that gap in between the two double crochet clusters, and then I am just going to stitch down until I reach one of the corners. Now I get my D-ring and I just sew along the rest of the open end of the keychain until it's all shut and attached to the D-ring. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I do like to use the D-rings instead of like the circle keychains because I like that flat edge. It just makes it a lot easier to sew on. But yeah, it's up to you. Ultimately, you could do it with either type. And I do prefer to use like a gazillion stitches just to fill in any gaps. I don't like to be able to see any of the flat part of the D-ring exposed. So I use, like I said, a gajillion stitches, but you don't have to. That's personal preference. This would be held on pretty securely by like 4 or 5 stitches, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, just stitch however you prefer to do it. Just make sure that your wristlet is good and closed and securely attached to the keychain. Now to tie off, I just weave in my yarn through those stitches that I just made. I think I go in this way and then I kind of turn and work back through those same stitches, if that makes sense, and then I just snip it off. Honestly, I don't think you even have to go in 2 directions if you use this many stitches to secure your wristlet to the keychain. I would have no worry about that tail coming loose. I just don't. But to be sure, you know, tie in your end however you like to. I don't know. Once you've cut off your loose ends, your keychain is done and ready to use. It's so cute. So there you have it. These little lanyards are so cute. You can make a wristlet or you can make it longer. This is 49 rows, but it makes a lanyard that goes around your neck. Very cute. You can make some little keychain plushies to go at the end. I definitely will. I love to accessorize. I made this one for myself out of cotton yarn, and I use it to hold all of my needles and my stitch markers and stuff because I don't have keys, I don't drive. I hope that was helpful. I hope you like it. If you like it, please like this video, please subscribe, see what I'm up to next week. I don't know yet, so it'll be an adventure for both of us. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all the socials will be linked down below. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything else to say. I hope you enjoyed it. If you make them and share them to social media, please tag me so I can see them. I love seeing what you guys do with the patterns that I share here. It's very exciting for me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Have a nice day. See you next week. Later.